These are the 7 footballers Manchester United need to sign before the transfer window ends. Number one, Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton is a baller. For the past 2 years, he has been balling out in Crystal Palace. The fact that this kid wasn't brought into the World Cup is crazy, man. Even though I stand with Tuchel, that was one of his craziest decision. He has a very foreign-esque, just like Michael Carrick. Similar to Michael Carrick, a very foreign-esque style of play. I think he's a better athlete than Carrick. I think he has more swag, and more athleticism. People feel like he doesn't because he's jogging and he's not running around like an idiot, like most British players, like a Declan Rice or something. But I think Wharton, if you bring Wharton now, I think it'll be investment money well spent. And it won't be a waste of money. He could own that position for the next 10, 15 years. Now, the number two is Sander Berg, the alternative to Adam Wharton. He's experienced. He's 27. After this great performance he had in this World Cup, in the 2026 World Cup with Norway, I think people now understand that this guy is good. People feel like, oh, because someone plays for Fulham or Burnley that he's not good, bro. Manchester United bought Roy Keane from Nottingham Forest after our first season when Nottingham Forest got relegated. Manchester United bought Andy Cole from Newcastle. We usually, Van der Vaart was from Fulham. So I don't understand why people feel like we can't get guys from bottom of the league. That's what we used to do. Get the best of the rest. You understand? So I will sign Sander Berg. Number three, Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall has been a baller, since I don't know why Chelsea got rid of this guy. I know Cucurella was there. But Lewis Hall is a baller, man. I mean, Newcastle is a dead club. I don't understand why you want to stay there. All of the good guys have gone. Tonali, Grimares, Gordon. When his boy Livramento gets back, you probably want to dip, And Waterman, too, he started off good. But I think you want to dip too, because everything didn't go as planned. And number four, this one is unrealistic, but Endrick, man. Endrick is the white Wayne Rooney. Endrick is the white Wayne Rooney. This is a guy, Manchester United to get after his crazy performance in the French league. With the French league is very, very similar in Lyon to the Premier League in athleticism. Not as the French league is more technical, but I think Endrick can succeed, and he's young as well, man. People were disrespecting him under Ancelotti. Man, even if he's alone, we need to get this guy. That'll be incredible. Another person we need to get is Lewis Skelly. I like Lewis Skelly because he has a bit about him. Obviously, he's a midfielder who can play as left back, so that shows that his versatility. That shows that he's can play in any system really. I think he wasn't too happy that Arsenal weren't really playing him like he did the previous time. I like his attitude. I like him. I like he has a bit of about him. He's a proper wind-up merchant, a throwback. He knows how to get under the people's skin. I like the kid. I will get Lewis Skelly. And as for the left wing, India, man, Rashford has to leave this club. He's 29. What, a 29-year-old prospect? Or give him time. And DA is a guy I've rated since for a while, and I think he's ready to make that big step again. Another guy in his late 20s, instead of us getting all these young kids, let's just get guys in their late 20s, I will sign India. So these are the 7 players Manchester United need to get. And the last person is Tchouaméni. I think Tchouaméni is a great defensive midfielder. Though he's limited, I still think he's probably like an Atletico Madrid kind of player, but he will give us defensive stability and physicality, which something Man United really lack against teams, especially like Newcastle.